Damian with my co-host Liam and a special guest, our friend Niko, the Legend of Biamonte himself.
What's
And
going on, guys?
today we have a whole range of topics from the four
That's
main
right.
sports leagues, and I think we should just get right into it because this is gonna be a very long episode.
Baseball is back, ladies and
Finally.
gentlemen, and it feels good. It feels good. Oh, wait,
Finally.
except my favorite team isn't playing, but we're not going to get to that yet. We'll talk about the other teams that are playing. Start with the Yankees, why don't we?
Yeah.
Pitchings look great. Bullpens look great.
Yep.
Starters look great so far, Kluber and Garrett Cole, which is expected.
Gary Sanchez is also looking great offensively.
Offensively, but defensively, we still need some work there.
Whatever.
However, just like it's been said for the past 10 years, Yankees can't hit in the clutch.
Correct.
However, once again, Yankees fans, don't get yourself all worked up yet, okay? This style of baseball is what's won you guys 100 games every year, all right? Just calm down. The Yankees know what they're doing. I think if they had another contact lefty guy, though, I think that would really round out that lineup, although I don't know what position. They don't need any positions, really.
Yeah, that's
tough.
true.
Yeah, all their positions are good. All their
Mhm.
starters are stacked.
That's right, that's right.
See, as an
All right,
unbiased
well-
Yankee fan, I'd have to agree with that statement.
Yeah. Okay, unbiased.
I'm a Red Sox fan, and I have to agree with that statement.
Thank you.
Okay, well, anyways, right now, the Marlins actually totally destroyed the Rays. Well, not totally destroyed, but they scored a lot of runs. 12-7 is how that game ended. Twins beat the Brewers today, 2-0. Dodgers leading the Rockies 4-2 in the top 7. Padres are murdering the Diamondbacks 5-0, bottom 4. Angels are beating the White Sox right now, and while we're on the topic of the White Sox, how's that offense looking without Eloy Jimenez?
It's looking very average right now because the only reason they won their
Very average.
second
They
well,
won,
no,
they scored 12 runs last time.
I know, but five or six of those RBIs came from one guy who made his debut.
I mean, we're going to call it very average, though.
Fine, above average.
I mean, that's still probably
You
the top
can't-
5
you-
lineup in baseball.
But no, I understand that, but you can't call it the best lineup in baseball yet because one
calling
guy
it the
went
best
off
lineup in
his
baseball.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, if that new left fielder that they got, if he lives up to that game he just had, they might have one of the best. They got Grandal, Abreu, the reigning MVP.
Yeah.
Who's their second baseman?
Who the
The White Sox.
White Sox?
White Sox, yeah.
I have
All right,
honestly.
they have Tim Anderson, Yoel Moncada,
Short.
and then they got Luis Robert.
Yeah.
Is it Robert or Robert? I don't know.
Robert.
Robert.
And then they got the right fielder,
I mean.
Adam Engel or Adam Eaton.
I mean.
So that's a solid lineup even without Eloy. Of course, Eloy really rounds it out, and they have a solid rotation too. Let's not forget they're definitely one of the most well-rounded teams in the MLB.
Oh, definitely top 5 well-rounded teams.
Also, a few games that I missed from today. Actually, sorry about that. Yankees beat the Blue Jays 5-3.
Of course.
Orioles beat the Red Sox 4-2. At least the Red Sox were able to scratch a few runs across the board today.
Tough.
Yeah, it was great to see it.
Pitching looked good though. Tigers beat the Indians, an odd one, but opening day. This one. Royals beating the Rangers 11-4. That's got to be the most boring matchup of the day.
Yeah, honestly. Talk about
Pi-
2 of the worst 3 teams in the MLB.
Yep. Pirates beat the Cubs 5-1. You got the Braves sweep it. Is the series over? I don't know if the series is over. They might have one more game in the series, but they so far they're sweeping the Braves. Let me check that actually before I make a fool out of myself here.
I think they play
No.
one more tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yep, they do play one more tomorrow. Okay, so right now they have a stranglehold. They already won the series, the Phillies, over the Braves. Got the Astros murdering the Athletics 9-1, of course.
Hate to see it.
Astros are a very underrated team,
Hate to see it.
criminally underrated.
Yeah.
We
Hate
got
to
the
say
Reds,
it, but
Reds beating the Cardinals, and the bench is cleared.
I saw
Do you
that.
see that?
I saw that.
I love that.
It was amazing.
That. The passion of that. Whoever came home.
Nick
and just
Castellanos. Yeah.
Standing above the catcher.
Perfect.
I love it. I love the passion there.
You know what he said though afterwards? He said, he said Yadier Molina could punch me in the face, and I'd still ask him for a signed jersey. I thought that was funny.
That was good.
Oh,
That
Yachty's one of the best players and best personalities. So
Oh yeah, no, future Hall of Famer.
Oh, no doubt.
First ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
I would give it to
if
him.
Yes.
if he
You know what?
retires after
Yes.
his contract's up, then yeah. If he keeps going, I don't know.
I think
If
so.
he lets himself, cause he's not a top 10 catcher anymore, so
Well, no, but just his
might be ruining
legacy.
his own chances. Yeah, maybe he wants to get. Is he close to 3,000 hits? I don't think he's that close.
No, he's not.
All right. Well, so far right now in the standings, we got the Phillies leading the NL East, and you know what? Now we're in the NL East, the toughest division in baseball. Why don't we move over to two NL East teams that should have played, but they didn't?
Nope.
The Mets and the Nationals.
That hurts your
What
soul.
a joke.
Yes.
This could have been completely avoided. It's ridiculous. You just took a start away from Jacob deGrom, and it's ridiculous because this game should have been played. That's the point of having a taxi squad. And I guarantee you one of the guys that got COVID is Max Scherzer. That's why they didn't play, because opening day is a ceremony, and they didn't want their ace to miss it. I bet if it was game middle of the season, they would have played it, no problem with their taxi squad. But nope, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, 100%. This was avoidable. I mean, in other sports, one guy gets on the COVID list and they're still forced to play. Sometimes you have 5 or 6 guys on a COVID list and you're still forced
Exactly.
to play. Even if the Nats were just more responsible and their players, hey, you got to quarantine. This is the biggest day of the season.
And I mean,
In the
first
young
of all,
season,
you remember the
that has-
Broncos from the last NFL season? They played without a quarterback for a game.
yeah, that's
Like,
true.
you gotta be
They
freaking
play
kidding me.
without a quarterback and basically receivers.
Yeah.
You gotta be
It was either Juan Soto. I'm telling you, even though Juan Soto had COVID in the offseason, it was 100% him or Scherzer that got it, COVID. And as soon as I saw that, Manfred definitely shut it down from there.
There is only two good things that have come from this. One is that there is less games until Carlos Carrasco, Noah Syndergaard returns. So one of those two guys gets an extra start.
Yeah, that's true.
The other thing is Jacob deGrom is now set to pitch on the home opener, which is also pretty cool.
That's cool.
Oh, that would be great. For the first game with fans back, they get to watch
Yep.
DeGrom.
That would be great.
That'd
But-
be perfect.
As much as Rob Manfred was an idiot here, he wasn't an idiot when he moved that Atlanta All-Star game. I think that was a good choice by him.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact cause of it, so I'm not going to comment too much on this one. I know it was something with voting ballots and
In
like an equal
Georgia.
rights thing. Yeah. And, obviously I support the MLB and Rob Manfred for that decision. And I hope wherever they move it, New York, we got great voting laws here. I'm sure Citi Field would love to host another.
Do we know
All-Star game.
where the All-Star game is supposed to be played in 2022?
Oh, it was going to go back to LA because it was supposed to be in LA last year.
Maybe it's gonna go to LA this year.
Do you think they just mess up their whole schedule like that instead of just, where it could go? They could take it to Globe Life. They can take it to the Texas place because they always do it at the new stadiums.
That's
They could
actually
take it
not
to
a bad
Texas.
shout.
And they have 100% capacity. I
buy
can
it
totally
here.
see them going to Texas.
Yeah, honestly, that'll make them so much more money than going to LA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're
What were you
right.
saying, Nico?
I think they should. When's the All Star weekend in July, right?
Yeah, like beginning middle
yeah.
of July.
Yeah, like second week of
I
July?
think they should. I should think they should take it to Fenway Park. What park that iconic and one of the oldest ballparks in MLB.
I'm sorry, Nico.
why
I
do
know
you
you're
think
a
that,
big Red
Nico?
Sox fan, but that's just not it.
No,
But
why do you think
imagine,
that? Why do you think
imagine
that?
Aaron Judge winning the home run derby by hitting it over the Green Monster. You would
Aaron
love
Judge
that.
isn't going
Don't
to
tell me you wouldn't.
participate in any more home run
Yeah, no,
derbies.
he's not. He's a one and
He's
done.
taking.
Fine.
He's done. He's doing his one and done.
Which I don't blame.
I
him
think
for.
it'd be great. I think
Me
they have a
neither.
ton of things to do in Boston, but mainly because I've been there. But
It's
maybe
just
I'm a little
that
biased
every
now.
time there's a new stadium, the MLB always does the All-Star game there. And why not? Listen, no one cares about Texas. The one team that will never sell out a game is the one team that's doing 100% capacity. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
no one cares about Texas. The All-Star game's the one time they maybe sell out. Maybe.
Oh, no,
And who
that'll
are their
definitely
all-
sell out. You kidding me?
Yeah, well,
That'll
who are their
100%
All-Stars going to
sell
be,
out.
by the way? Joey Gallo? That's it? Who
Yeah,
else?
You're not wrong.
Who else? Who's their
No
other
one.
All-Star? Joey Gallo? That's it? That's all I
No,
know.
no.
They traded they had Mike Minor, right? They traded him, or Lance Lynn. Sorry, they had
He's on
Lance
the White
Lynn.
Sox
Traded
now.
him. They had Corey Kluber. He walked.
He's a Yankee.
He's a Yankee, thriving in his first game. But Anyways, back to the point. I do respect Rob Manfred for making that decision and the MLB. I'm sure the Players Association was involved in that one too. I think it
Yeah.
was a good choice.
They're gonna have to make a fast
And
decision on when to or when to move it.
maybe they won't even have one. It's possible.
That might be the smartest thing to do, to not have it.
I'd
If
say
I'm
that
being
I
honest.
think they're gonna wait and see because we'll see how COVID numbers are looking, and they'll probably take it day by day.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, since we're on the Mets, Francisco Lindor signs the contract. About time.
34.1 mil.
34, 341 mil.
No, I know, but
Or,
340
yeah,
mil.
yeah.
A year.
Yeah. Believe he got, what is he getting? Like, he's getting 1 mil more than Fernando Tatis Jr.
that's correct.
I love that.
I
love
believe, I think
I
that
love
was very
that.
intentional.
that. Lindor did that.
Very intentional.
It 100% was because Lindor's
Oh,
so
yeah.
much better than Tatis. I just love it.
Well, there's someone in this podcast that would disagree that that Lindor is better than Tatis.
He's not so much better. I don't think.
Tatis hasn't played a full season. Come
No,
on.
I know, but you can't say he's so much better.
He's better.
He's better, but not so much better that like it's
I
outstanding.
need to see a full season from Tatis.
Me too.
I need to see a full season from
I understand
Tatis.
that, but you can't say he's so much better.
He's better. Lindor hits 30 home runs every year. He's better. I mean, come on. Also, he's a defensive stud. Lindor's established in this league. I don't care what anyone says. Tatis is not established in this league yet. It's because the MLB values hype way too much. There's a lot of hype built around him. That's why people think he's a top 3 player in the league, which is just a joke. He's not.
MLB
a great player.
has come up so much that I watched his highlights from last season. They put singles in there.
Listen,
And it's
he's a
not even
great-
like it was like a 3-for-3 game where he got a single and like a double,
Yeah.
or like 2 doubles. And it was one single from one game, and that was a highlight. That's
Listen.
not a highlight. I'm sorry.
He's a great player. Awesome player. And he definitely will probably be a top 10 player for almost his entire career. I don't doubt that. But the greatest thing that's happened to Tatis with the Padres is him hitting a 3-0 grand slam against the Rangers. That put him on the map right there. That's where the hype started.
No, yeah.
I don't think he would have been considered a top 10 player if he didn't do that. I'm telling you right now. I think they overvalue hype. Don't think you wouldn't. Who do you think's better, Juan Soto or Fernando Tatis Jr.?
Soto,
Where's Juan Soto's 12-year extension?
I guess.
Or 14-year extension? Where's Juan Soto's 14-year extension? Where's that at? Who do you think's better, Ronald Acuna Jr. or Tatis?
Acuna.
I think Acuna.
But
Where's
you,
Acuna's
you
14-year
can't
extension?
do that because they're not even the same position.
Why not? Why? So what? So what? What does it matter?
You just
say
think
that- I'd
based
say
off
that-
the raw player skill set, who's better?
I'd say
doesn't matter
if it's
about
not the same position. That argument tilts my way. The shortstop is one of the deepest positions in the MLB right now. A shortstop, you could lose a shortstop and replace him with someone just as good in an instant. You got guys that are free agents next year: Corey Seager, Trevor Story, Carlos Correa. Would have been Francisco Lindor. It's crazy.
I guess.
I don't think I said bias. Bias too.
I guess.
Very
You're not
deep
biased.
position.
You're not
But-
biased.
No, I said I meant Javier Baez.
Yeah.
But, anyways, back to Lindor for a second. It's a total overpay, but a necessary one. Because I think the Mets would have.
pay him to get it done.
The Mets would have rather been known as the team for the next 10 years that overpaid for Francisco Lindor than the team that traded 2 of their shortstops away for 1 year of Lindor and then lost him.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
No, you're definitely-
Listen, I'm just a fan. Why do I care about the money? I don't care. As long as they have enough money to sign the players they need to sign and keep sustained success every year, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I get that. No,
Now the Mets have their
definitely-
franchise
definitely
player
the
locked
right
up.
move.
Yeah,
That was
100%.
Definitely the right move, no matter what.
I really
what
don't mind
anybody
that. Yeah, I don't mind that it was an overpay. And honestly, I think it's a little embarrassing that Cleveland couldn't get this deal done.
Yeah,
Cleveland should have extended this guy 2 years ago.
that's true.
Oh yeah.
So imagine how
100%.
much cheaper it would have been. Probably would have been somewhere in the 200 mil range. But I'm not complaining. Not at all.
No, you shouldn't. You can't. You can't complain.
All right, but that's enough of that. You know what extension I am complaining about?
What one?
That's your
Which one?
Demko's 5-year extension.
Oh my God, you're such a hater.
I don't like it.
I don't. Is it a 5x5? Let me make sure about this right now.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is 5 years, 25 million. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Listen,
I like the deal.
It's not a bad contract. It's not. But you know what I would have done?
What?
He's set to hit arbitration this year. I would have let him. I would have let him decide. I want to hear what he thinks. I want to know, what do you think you're worth, Thatcher? And then I want to see how low you could take it. But they didn't do that, and they just did this. And especially after signing Braden Holtby, it just doesn't make sense to me. Really doesn't. Thatcher Demko is risky. Really risky.
For all we know, Liam, Thatcher Demko could have said maybe I'm worth more than $5 million per year.
If that's what he said, he wouldn't have signed that.
Maybe he just wanted to get it done, so we didn't have to head to arbitration.
Maybe,
Is he
but it's not like
restricted free
arbitration
agent or
yeah,
unrestricted free agent?
Yeah,
If
restricted.
he didn't sign this year, restricted. Maybe he didn't want to take a bridge deal. There's a lot of players taking a
Maybe
bridge
not.
deal. I like the contract because, listen, you're not getting anything out of Holtby. Holtby last year had a
Yeah.
very bad year, and then got overpaid by Vancouver, and he started this season, and he still had a bad year. This year he's not having a good year.
Well, he lost a starting
Demko-
job.
Exactly.
Pretty
Demko
much,
burst
yeah.
on the scene against a Stanley Cup contender in Vegas, down 3-1 in a series. I think he might have shut them out 2 games and let up 1 goal in Game 7. He was
Yeah.
electric those 3 games, and it carried over this year. There's many games where he bailed out the Canucks making 40 to 50 saves.
Yeah.
And
Listen, I
you
just
don't
don't think
pass
it
up
makes
on a
very
goal.
much. I just don't think it makes very much sense that they didn't even offer Jacob Markstrom a contract when he was a free agent, but they just signed this guy to 5 years. Really doesn't make that much sense.
Did
to
they
me.
not? Did they
Nope.
not offer Jacob Markstrom?
Don't believe so.
That's crazy.
Just seems
Maybe
like a
they
weird thing
thought-
to me. If they, did
maybe
they
they
really
thought
think
Demko was
Braden
the
Holtby
future.
was the guy? They thought Braden Holtby was the guy. They signed Braden Holtby. If they thought Demko was the future, they wouldn't have signed Braden Holtby. They clearly did not have the faith in Demko going into this season, even after those playoffs. Like, if you're gonna put all your eggs in one basket, put them all in one basket. Don't just sign. Don't sign Braden Holtby if you think Demko's the guy.
The only reason I think they could sign Braden Holtby, which is still not a valid reason, because he wasn't. He fell off after he made that save against Alex Tuck.
That's true.
In 2018, that was his peak, and he made a very, very sharp decline. Because last year he was not good at all.
Yeah.
There were games like when the Flyers just started to get hot. He let up like 7 goals and only made like 4 saves or something. Because I know I had him last year on my fantasy team. He sucked. He was terrible.
Yeah.
So maybe they thought, let's put him in as a veteran presence for Demko, so when he matures, he can learn and grow behind Holtby. That's the only reason I can see why they
I
signed
know, but
him.
how much? Was
Because I don't
Holtby's
think they saw him
contract?
as the guy.
How much is?
Is it
Holtby
only a
getting paid?
2-year deal?
It's 4.3 mil. I think
4.
2 years.
I guess. Niko might be right.
That's
Yeah.
that's the only reason I can see why they signed him.
You know
as a
what?
veteran presence, so Demko can mature under him.
Bold prediction time. Ready for this?
What?
Braden
Yes.
Holtby's going to the Seattle Kraken, making it to the Stanley Cup Final,
Nope.
and then he's going to lose in Game 5 to the Vancouver Canucks.
See, like.
Oh wait, that's not
That
even
would-
possible. That's not
that
possible.
can't happen.
Never mind, not possible. To the Washington Capitals. The Washington Capitals are gonna win the Stanley Cup. The Washington Capitals are gonna beat 2 expansion franchises to win to win their Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
Yep. One with Braden
Honestly-
Holtby, one against Braden Holtby.
No, if we're going to
Story
talk
of the
about
decade.
Seattle, it would be the story of the decade. But Liam, I hate to burst your bubble. If we're going to talk about Seattle taking a goalie, it's one of the 2 from the Islanders. If they protect Sorokin, they're going to take
You don't think
Varlamov.
you don't think it's
protect
one of the 2
Varlamov,
from
they're
the
gonna take
Golden
Sorokin.
Knights?
Okay, wait.
You don't think they might take Fleury or Leonard?
No.
I'd take Leonard.
No. 'cause
No.
you already-
They
you already
protect
know they're
Leonard.
protecting Fleury.
I think they're either going to take.
No, I think they're protecting
I
Leonard.
think they're going to.
No shot.
Yes, shot. They just signed Leonard to a 5-year last year. Or 6-year maybe.
I
They're
understand
protecting
that, but
Leonard.
Leonard's been sucking since he's come back.
I think they're protecting Leonard, personally.
I don't know. Okay. Let's just not even think about Vegas. If you're the Islanders GM, who you protecting? Sorokin or Varlamov? Honestly, I'm
Sorokin
projecting
100%, but I
Varlamov.
can see Lamoriello.
I'd protect Varlamov.
Yeah.
I protect
I predicted
Sorokin.
Varlamov because I don't think the Kraken would take a risk on Sorokin yet.
Yeah, exactly.
If the Kraken
I
are
think-
looking at this season, besides those first 2 flawed games, Sorokin's looked amazing. He's looked like he's lived up to all the hype that the Islanders fans have been bringing these few years. And if I'm being honest, I think that you might be safer taking Sorokin, hoping that Seattle takes maybe like a Halak or maybe a Vanacek or Sam Stonoff from the Capitals.
Yeah.
Or any of these teams with like 2 top-tier goalies that they would take, and you would hope that you still have Varlamov if you're Lou Lamoriello. I would play it safe and just protect Sorokin and say, no, you can't have my up-and-coming star player.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, I agree.
Because the Bruins have to protect either Rask or Halak, and that leaves a top-tier goalie on the market.
Yeah. Oh,
not in Halak these past few weeks.
We actually have a little bit of breaking news. Not too big, but a little bit.
What?
The Mets have been having extension talks with Jacob deGrom.
Oh wow. Okay, that's big.
Really?
Not the guy you would think of, but he does have an opt-out after 2022. I consider compared to some other guys that are at his skill level right now, he's making peanuts.
That's insanely true. Because when did he resign?
2018. Started the 2018 season,
Yeah,
right
so
before he won
yeah,
his
that
first
wasn't
Cy Young.
even contracts didn't
Yeah.
start getting big until the end of the 2018 season. So yeah,
Yeah.
he made his contract right before contracts started getting big.
Yeah, that was right before the Nolan
Yeah.
Arenado and the Manny Machado and the Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think he'll sign an extension yet. I think he'll sign an extension next offseason because I'm surprised they're even having talks with deGrom, considering you got Syndergaard, Stroman, and Conforto all heading to free agency next year.
That's true.
But who knows? I wouldn't complain if a deGrom extension got done. I mean, why not?
I mean, it's gonna have to get done eventually.
Oh yeah, well unless
Yeah.
they decide to let him walk.
No shot, right?
You can't let DeGrom walk. Steve
think
Cohen
that,
cannot
right?
let DeGrom walk.
I don't think Jacob deGrom would be that greedy too. But
Okay, it's pretty much either who would you rather let walk, like Stroman and Syndergaard or DeGrom?
well, no, you don't have to worry about Stroman and Syndergaard because they're next year. deGrom's opt-out's in 2 years.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
You don't have to worry about deGrom.
But
yet.
let's say he doesn't opt out, then when does his contract end? Do you know?
I think the year after that, maybe.
2023.
Okay. So, if I'm Steve Cohen, I'm buying the players I can have to make the playoffs these next 2 seasons. It
Yep.
doesn't even have to be a deep playoff run. You can get to the DS or even the NLCS. You don't have to get to the World Series for DeGrom to stay. If you get to at least NLCS or Game 5 of the NLDS, then DeGrom will likely want to stay. Because guess who you're pitching in the wild? Guess who you're pitching in the wild card game?
Yeah,
If you
DeGrom.
have to have a wild card game, DeGrom. Who's pitching in a Game 5? DeGrom.
DeGrom.
Who's pitching in Game 7? DeGrom. And honestly, if he pitches those games, you're most likely going to win. I'm sorry.
Well, you also got to look at who he's going to be facing off against, though, because the Mets are a very lefty-heavy lineup, and if we're facing the Padres in a wild card game, Blake Snell, he's going to be he's going to be trouble for the Mets. Blake Snell is going to be
He's
lot
going to
of
be
trouble.
He's going to be a lot of trouble for the Mets, but I still have full confidence that if you're pitching DeGrom, you will win that game.
Me too.
No, I understand, but
DeGrom's better. But
The Mets, the last, honestly, probably like 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, their one problem is just scoring against teams when DeGrom's on the mound. That's just their problem.
they can hit, but they can't score runs. They had the best batting average in the league last year.
They would have
but
made
left
playoffs
so many
in
guys on base.
2019 if they would have just scored more runs that Jacob deGrom would have started. They would have literally made
Well,
playoffs.
They would have made playoffs in 2019 if Edwin Diaz blew half the starts that he blew.
Oh, okay, but there was a lot of 2019 was one of those seasons
Listen.
where the Mets they handled their own destiny on not making the playoffs.
All right, let's be honest. 2019 was a big building block for the Mets.
I understand that, but that was a team that should have made playoffs.
You think so? You think that's a playoff team?
You only missed out playoffs by what, 3, 4 games?
Well, you know what
I'm
I
not saying it
try
was
to
a
compare
playoff
it to?
team. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that team could have made playoffs.
I know.
And should have.
I compare our team now. Whenever I think of will the Mets make playoffs this year, I look at the 2015 team.
I was just
And
about
I
to
say-
ask that. What team do you think is better, 15 or 21?
I think James McCann's better than Travis Darno.
Mhm.
I think Pete Alonso's better than Lucas Duda.
Yeah.
Jeff McNeil's better. Ooh, no, no. Daniel Murphy's better than Jeff McNeil.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Daniel Murphy's better.
Daniel Murphy's better.
Well, during that
But
year.
Lindor's better. Lindor's better than Tejada. David Wright's better than
JD.
JD Davis. Left
Neil
field
Wennis
is
in
a
his
tough
prime?
one. Well, that's not really his prime, but
I mean, what was?
yeah.
I mean, just after his prime.
All right. I'll say Ioannis. I'll say Ioannis is better. Center field, Curtis Granderson and Brandon Nimmo. Fuck, I might have to give that one to Granderson. All right, you know what?
I think
We had a
Curtis
good team.
Granderson.
We had a good team. And then
I think
but
Curtis
Michael
Granderson's
Conforto
better than
and Michael
Brandon Nimmo.
Conforto. I think our Michael Conforto now is better than 2015 Michael
Oh,
Conforto.
definitely. That's not even a question.
But here's the deciding factor. You look at our pitching staff from 2015, it's miles better. It's better than almost any pitching staff in the major leagues today, except for maybe the Dodgers and the Padres. You got Matt Harvey, Jacob deGrom, Noah Syndergaard, and Steven Matz when he was good, and Zach Wheeler when he was good, and Bartolo Colon when he could still pitch in the major leagues.
Mhm.
That's insane.
Solo.
You could throw out those top three guys in the rotation of deGrom, Syndergaard, and Matt Harvey, and I would be comfortable with them pitching in a Game 7. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Whew.
That was solid right there.
Okay, then. Well, since we talked about Thatcher Demko a little bit, why don't we shift to the NHL?
I'm sorry, but how do we just go from talking about Thatcher Demko's contract to talking about
Because of
what?
the breaking news of deGrom.
Oh yeah, my bad.
The break.
Now,
I love me some NHL.
the Central Division is tight for that fourth spot.
It's
1,
literally
2, 3 is
it's literally the Predators, Blackhawks, Blue Jackets, and Stars.
Yep. 1, 2, 3 is set. It's Lightning, Panthers, Hurricanes. Lightning and I'd say Panthers and Hurricanes are battling for who's going to be 2 and 3, but Lightning's pretty much number 1.
Yeah.
But that fourth spot, it's going to come down to the last game of the season. I don't know who the Blackhawks play the last game of the season. I'll try and find that while I talk. But that could change at any time. Those standings could change. The standings do change from game to game. I mean, there's really no way to know at this point who will be in the playoffs for the Central Division.
Can I get my prediction for the
go
fourth
ahead.
spot? I think Dallas gets it done.
Think Dallas gets it done? Well,
They're starting to
Dallas
get
and the
hot.
Blackhawks. Dallas
they're
and the
starting to
Blackhawks
get hot.
play in the final 2 games of the season against each other. So
Dallas is starting to get really hot, and it's in the home stretch, and it's going to be in a home stretch where, since they had so many games postponed in the beginning of the season, they're going to be playing every other day.
all right about that.
Even back-to-backs they're going to have. So if they're red hot, they're getting secondary scoring. Whether it be Rope Hintz, Jason Robertson, their captain's still producing. Miro Heiskanen's starting to burst out a little bit, more than he did last year. But he's starting to get hot. Klingberg's there. And then you have Hadobin. Bishop probably might come back soon. Tyler Sagan's going to come back within a week or two. And he's a goal scorer. He's going to fit right in that top 6. You have Radulov finally getting fully healthy. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas gets it done.
I'm going to say that by 2 weeks from now, the Blue Jackets are eliminated from us talking about them competing for that fourth
Yeah,
spot.
they've fallen
Not
off.
mathematically,
Yes.
but
They've fallen off big
It-
time.
like, they'll still
They
mathematically
also have
be
a
in it,
tough
but
schedule. They
Yeah,
have
like,
a very
I
hard
think-
schedule coming up.
because they have the same amount of points as the Stars do, but they've played 4 more games. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, but I mean the Panthers have stayed hot. They're on a 5-game win streak. It's insane. Blue Jackets and the Blackhawks are the teams that are starting to not stay hot. A lot of inconsistency from the Blackhawks right now. Win 1, lose 2, not making it to the playoffs that way.
Yeah. It's gonna be tight, and like,
Oh yeah.
this is definitely the toughest division without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100% is the toughest. And we all thought the East was going to be the toughest going into it, but this division has panned out to be the toughest so far.
Definitely.
I mean, when you look at those top 3, it doesn't look too tough, but yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to go over some games that happened today?
Yeah, go ahead.
My Rangers blew a 2-1 lead with like 3 minutes left. I'm so sad about that, and we lost. That I'm mad about.
My Bruins won 7-5 against Pittsburgh. Big
Mm.
win for the boys, and we finally got that scoring that we needed. Even though it's
Yeah.
the top guys that scored, you have guys with McAvoy 3 assists, Krejci dished out a few assists. He had a goal too. It was perfect to see. I like to see Halak play a little better, but
It's whatever. You still got the
big
dub.
win from the Bruins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lightning barely squeaked out a win against the Red Wings. That's shocking to see. Not gonna lie. Predators shot out the Blackhawks, but then the Blackhawks put like a lot of shots on net.
Their most shots of the season, actually.
They had 41.
Yep.
The Islanders beat the Flyers in a shootout.
41
Doesn't
shots.
shock me. Stars came back and beat the Hurricanes. Panthers kind of dismantled the Blue Jackets, and the Senators beat the Canadiens 6-3. So, why are the I don't understand why
Yeah.
the Canadiens are like losing simple games.
They have a lot of guys out. I think they have a few key guys out right now. Toffoli still hasn't played, I don't think.
Oh,
Unless he
excuse
played.
me. This totally slipped my mind. The Sabres have won a hockey game, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't
Since our
record.
last
Yeah!
We didn't
podcast-
record when they won.
Since our last
The
podcast,
Sabres.
yeah.
They're not a joke anymore, guys. Oh, just kidding. They suck. They're terrible. They're awful.
That's still gotta be like one.
That's not gonna change.
Like even
They
if they
won
like
today.
by the end of the season,
They
I
played
want to
Brian Elliott. Ugh.
I wanna
Shiver me
see-
timbers.
I want to see what their like win percentage is at the end of the
They
season.
won
'Cause I want
today
to
against
compare it.
Shesterkin.
I want to compare it to other worse.
Yeah, they
seasons
won
of
today,
NHL all
but-
time.
They won today, but they won in a shootout.
Yeah.
Listen,
Buffalo
the
won
Sabres
in
are
a
a joke.
shootout.
The Sabres are a
Buffalo
joke.
won in a shootout. That's a skills competition, and Buffalo won. I give them
Listen,
props.
The Sabres are a
Stop,
joke.
Just stop.
The Sabres are a joke. No one's gonna argue that.
Yeah, I know they're a joke.
I'm
not
pretty
gonna
sure
argue
they're
that they're not.
mathematically eliminated. Are they mathematically eliminated from playoffs?
I
think
actually
they
don't
are.
know.
I think they should be. If they're not,
if they're
they
not,
should
they
This-
should be. There's no point.
be. They should be.
The Sabres team this
They deserve
season
to be.
lines up perfectly with the 2018 Avs, who had 48 points in 82 games. I could see similar like parallels.
Yeah. But I mean, just whenever I tune in to watch a Sabres game, I just want to like just stab my eyes because it's just
wait.
brutal.
You watch Sabre games?
Sometimes I do, or I did. Not anymore. I'm not gonna watch because they won. But sometimes I would watch to see if they're gonna win or not.
Okay.
But
Oh,
for
Sabres win
for
watch.
for about 18 days straight or 18 games straight, it was no, they're not gonna win. Is that how many games it was? 18?
18.
19?
Yes.
18 or 19 winless games in regulation.
Winless games. That's yeah.
Sabres win watch was the best trending thing on
Right now,
Instagram.
their past 10 games, they're 2-6-2. I think that might be the best they've been in the past 10 games ever.
That might be the best they've had all season.
That's 6 points.
Yeah,
That's
I think
6
it
points in
is.
10 games. That's wild. 6 points in 10 games. That's got to be a record for them this year.
Probably.
Yeah, that's good for them.
They probably listeners probably think I'm joking on this one. I'm not. I'm really not.
It's definitely close, and that's sad.
And I mean, they beat a joke. They beat a joke franchise when not a joke franchise, but a joke team right now with joke goaltending when they won. They beat Brian Elliott. They didn't even play against Carter Hart. They beat Brian Elliott.
Well, both goalies are a joke, so.
Well, yeah,
if they
but
played
I mean,
against Carter
I
Hart,
feel like
Buffalo might have scored more.
no, I don't think so. I think Carter Hart would have. I think bold prediction: Carter Hart would have shut him out.
Okay, no. Carter Hart doesn't shut out anybody.
Yeah, I mean, well, if he is, it would be the Buffalo Sabres.
He was scratched
Yeah.
in that game anyway, so it's not like he was going to start to begin with.
Well, he should have. He shouldn't have been scratched though. But I mean, 'cause they just scratched him as a punishment so they could try and get him to wake up a little bit. Well, I understand, but I don't know. You don't want to be known as the team that broke the Buffalo Sabres winless streak, which they were.
Oh, trust me. The Bruins almost were. I didn't want that.
But when I look at the East Division right now, I think the playoffs are locked. Honestly, I think it's
Oh, no,
going to
they
be Caps,
definitely
Islanders,
are.
Penguins, Bruins. I don't think that's
And I
really
also think it's going
changing.
to be in that order.
Yeah. The only ones I could see the Islanders overtaking the Capitals maybe, but other than that, I don't know. I think it's going to just sit the way it is. And I'm fine with
I
that.
hope so.
I don't really care.
I hope that we hold on to that 4 spot, but
Yeah.
we haven't been playing well.
Now,
So.
as a Bruins fan, Niko, are you comfortable? Are they doing 7-game series this year every round?
I think so.
Okay. Are you comfortable play? How confident are you in the Bruins in that 7-game series against the Capitals or the
It
Islanders?
depends who we play. It depends who we play.
It
If
would
I'm
be the
being
Capitals or
honest,
the Islanders.
I know, but
Maybe even the
also
Penguins, I
I'm
guess.
not. I'm not saying we're gonna overtake Pittsburgh. I'm not saying that at all. But we have a lot of games in hand on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you're down 4
But
games.
but I don't think. I think we're holding on to that 4 spot, and we need to
Yeah.
just keep winning because the Rangers are starting to get a little hot.
I
And
wouldn't worry about the
honestly,
Rangers.
I'm gonna be honest. I would feel better playing the Capitals than the Islanders.
Yeah?
Yes, because the Islanders just shut you down defensively, no matter
Oh, yeah,
what.
they've had a rough year against the Islanders this year, haven't they?
Not
I
only
mean, you
that,
can only beat a team so many times. So even if we play them in the playoffs, the Bruins are due to win. Like it's a new season, the
Yeah.
playoffs, whatever. But
Good
I
point.
would feel better against the Capitals because of 2 reasons. One, in back-to-back nights, we were down 3-0 to the Capitals, and we
Mhm.
came back and exploited their defense by just working hard and forcing it into overtime in one of the games we won. And two, Tom Wilson. If he lays a dirty hit on anybody on the Bruins, he gets into a fight with Trent Frederick. Frederick makes him sit in the box for 5 minutes, and we just score. And we keep scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring, because that's what happened when he hit Brendan Carlo.
Are you worried about a
Frederick
Tom
drop-
Wilson revenge tour?
He's already going to have a revenge tour the next time we play him.
Yeah.
Frederick's going to fight him again. He already fought him twice. Frederick fights anybody that shoves him or hits or slashes him in the butt. If somebody slashes him in the back of the leg, Frederick turns around and drops his gloves. He's insane.
Yeah.
I love the kid because he plays with so much passion, but he will fight anyone. And I think that he could be an X factor in a series against the Capitals. He could get under, he got under Ovi's skin already. Ovi slashed him in the goodies. He got under Wilson's skin. I could see him getting under Backstrom's skin and Kuznetsov's skin. I
Uh-huh.
could see him scoring maybe a cheap, deflection goal like he did the last time they played the Capitals. And Tom
Yep.
Wilson had to watch from the penalty box, which was pretty nice. I would feel better playing the Capitals than the Islanders because the Islanders, their defense is just so good.
no, yeah, the Islanders defense makes you
But-
work hard, and the Bruins offense right now
Yes.
is not working hard.
It's not working hard, but if I'm being honest, Don Sweeney, he needs to make a move. He needs to get a winger. We've been saying this. Everybody at the Hub on Causeway has been saying we need a solidified winger next to David Krejci. Because we have Nick Ritchie, but that other winger switches every game. It's Smith, Pasta, but Pasta only played on the second line. We had Greg McKegg play with him against Buffalo. We had Trent Frederick play with him. We've tried everything. Anders Bjork. Sweeney needs to make a move. He needs
Yeah.
to trade for a Philip Forsberg or a Kyle Palmieri. I don't want Taylor Hall. He would not. I don't think he would fit in well against next
Do
to
you want
Krejci.
Kyle Palmieri?
I would like Kyle Palmieri
He's on-
on the right side of David Krejci.
I think
I
it's-
would-
I think we agree.
The Bruins cannot give up a Studnicka, Frederick. They can't give up a John Beecher. They can't give up a high-end prospect because our prospect pool's too hollow right now. I would love to see a Connor Garland. If we can get Forsberg, I would love to see a Philip Forsberg because we have him for this year and next year. And I would like to see Kyle Palmieri next to David Krejci and see what happens. Because the Bruins made a huge push for him last year, and it was so close, and the deal didn't get done. Get it done this year, or honestly, if he does not get any help, Butch Cassidy, off. He's fired at the end of the season.
He's fired? No mercy?
The Bruins have needed scoring for the past 3 years, and he has not delivered. He delivered with Craig Smith.
Yeah.
Craig Smith.
That's
Man,
funny,
imagine
I'm
if they
sorry.
had Tyler Sagan. Wouldn't that be something?
Peter Shirley traded him, not Don Sweeney.
Oh, okay. Well,
Whatever.
that was dumb. Shouldn't have traded him.
But do you know what Don Sweeney missed out on, Liam?
What did he miss out on?
Kyle Connor, Thomas Chabot,
Oh, yeah?
Matt Barzell.
Who did he
Brock
draft
Besser.
instead?
What a Zach Shenizin. Oh wait, do you want the order? Do you want the order?
I want to know who he drafted instead of those guys.
Zach Shenizin, who's played a total of maybe 10 NHL games.
Never heard of him.
Jakob Zabroro, who's actually
Heard of him.
he's kind of good. He's good on that second, third line.
No, Matt
James
Barzell.
DeBrusk, Mr. Inconsistent.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
He's good, but he's either scoring for 9 out
But
of
I
10
mean,
games,
compared
or
to
does
the
he get
other
a point
guys,
for
you said.
20?
He's no Matt Barzal. Fastest player
Yes,
in the
trust,
NHL.
Oh yeah, and
trust
according
me,
to
I
Ironman
know
fans, he's the best player in the NHL because
Yeah,
of the
he's the
fastest.
best player in the NHL. Yep. Speed equals greatness.
Yep.
Just ask Wayne Gretzky, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Jesus. All right, I think we spent too much time on talking about the NHL. That was a solid 25 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's still a little more to do, though. We still got to go over some fantasy stuff.
Oh, I love the fantasy stuff.
All right. Damian, why don't you talk about your playoff push?
Oh, okay. So pretty much, even if I win this week and the guy who's in second place wins this week, I still have a chance because I versed him in the last week of the season, and as long as I beat him by a certain amount of points, I make playoffs, which I'm psyched about because this is my first time doing fantasy
Damian Cruz
hockey,
revenge
and if I
tour.
make playoffs, I'm gonna lose my mind.
The Troubadours is getting hot.
Yep, Troubadours
Getting
are
hot.
indeed getting hot.
Niko, you want to go over your fantasy team a little bit since this is the first time we've had you on?
Yeah. So I'm 9-2 right now, and I pulled off some trades, but right now I'm first in the div. I'm tied for first, but I have the tiebreaker because I beat Amp Bruin twice in a season. In the season, and the only reason I'm not first overall, Liam, is because one of my losses is to you, and the other of my
Well, you're in
losses
first
is to
right
Dylan.
now. Emperor's
No, I
8
think
and
I'm in
3. You're
second.
9-2.
No, you're 9-2, Liam.
No. Oh, wait. I thought you were talking about just in your division.
No, I'm first. So
Yeah.
my team consists of Stammer, Gallagher, Andre Palat, Anderson, Kubalik, Atkinson, Reinhardt, Brad Marchand. I
Oh, wait.
just
Hold
picked
on.
up
Sorry. We have
Tyler
breaking
Seguin.
news. Gonzaga and UCLA are going to overtime.
Yeah, that's insane.
No.
Boys, we don't talk college basketball much on here, but it is March Madness. And Gonzaga and UCLA are going to overtime right now. What is it?
Stupid.
11
insane.
seed UCLA
Yeah, 11.
against 1 seed Gonzaga.
The
Oh my
best
God! Go
team in college
UCLA!
basketball.
Go UCLA, boys! Come on!
Oh.
Let's
UCLA
go.
Baylor
That
final.
means-
That's what you're thinking.
Please. And I want to see UCLA win. I want to see them kick their ass. Sorry, but Nico,
All right.
continue.
Oh, you're good. My defense core is Dougie Hamilton, Torrey Krug, Thomas Shabbat, Shea Theodore, Sam Gerard, and Miro Heiskanen, and Ryan Block. Now on my bench for today, I have Kyle Connor, Tavares, Morgan Riley, Kuznetsov, Eichels on IR, and my two goalies, the breakout goalie of the year, Philip Grubauer,
he's
burst
one
onto the
of
scene, and Marc-Andre Fleury are my two goalies.
Yeah, those are two of the top 4 goalies right now. So.
I've made some key waiver wire pickups and some good trades, and honestly, I'm having a little bit of a down week right now. Actually, no, today actually was good, so I'm having a good week right now. Before today, I was having not the best week, but yeah, I'm confident in my team going up against almost every team in the league besides yours, Liam, because your team's really really good. Because of one man, and his name is Connor McDavid.
Correct. Well, the Oilers aren't playing right now because they have COVID, right?
Yeah, right now they got
yeah.
COVID. Well, no, not that Vancouver has COVID, so against them it's postponed.
Oh,
It's not the
okay,
Oilers.
Okay. All right.
But
All right,
yeah,
then.
that's my team. A few
Solid
trades
squad.
with my business. A few trades with my business partner Liam, and
That's right.
a few key waiver wire pickups with guys like Gerard, Sagan. I just picked up Sam Reinhardt. I picked up Atkinson off of waivers. I picked up a lot of guys off of waivers, and I'm ready for a playoff push. I'm gearing up for the playoffs right now because I
Yeah.
clinch playoffs.
And then, of course, we got our first week of fantasy baseball as well. Going well.
Oh
I'd say.
yes.
That's
Going
true.
until next Sunday. Right now, the person I'm playing had pretty much all of his pitchers going today, so I'm down bad right now. But don't worry, we still got a whole other week to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got.
No big deal, no big deal. I'm only down by 32, and he had like 4 pitchers going today, so we're okay. But
Yeah, you're right.
I hope everyone's team that's listening drafted a good team, and I hope they're ready for the season. You know,
Mhm.
going to be a good one, I think.
Yeah,
But-
it's gonna be a good season.
Yeah,
All right,
but
time,
not too much fantasy going on right now. I think we can shift gears if
Yeah.
you'd like.
Yeah, time to go into
Yeah.
the NBA. Let's just talk about the Knicks because they just absolutely just destroyed the Pistons tonight, which I like to see because
Let's go.
it is the nice with the Knicks. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Nice with the
It's a new
Nets.
era.
No, just
It's
stop.
nice with the Nets,
Okay. Yep.
who are tied for first.
They are tied. You're not wrong. But Julius Randle is literally our like. Imagine if the Knicks if the Knicks don't have Julius Randle, I really would want to know where the Knicks would be at right now.
Last,
Okay, not last, but like
They wouldn't be a playoff
not in the
team.
playoff
we won't
spot.
be in the playoff spot.
I don't
yeah.
think they'd be in a playoff
They'd be
spot.
competing for the first overall pick, not for a playoff spot.
That's true.
Just
Yeah. Well.
like last year.
Yeah. Also,
Solid game, though.
Speaking of the Nets, they won their last game they played. They played, I think, Thursday. They killed the Hornets. A LaMelo Ball-less
That
Hornets.
is correct. Yeah. Well, no LaMelo Ball, no LaMelo Ball, and that's what happens.
What if they have
Clearly.
LaMelo Ball? They win the game automatically.
Sports
That doesn't
Center
say
hurt
they win
it
the game,
right
but
now.
I'm saying they don't get killed.
I guess you're
Sports
not
Center
wrong.
down bad right now with no LaMelo
Yeah,
highlights.
that's true.
It
You're not
just-
wrong.
Bleacher Report and no LeBron either. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Speaking of LeBron, by the way, that Space Jam trailer looked ass.
You
Did
don't
not
like
look
it?
great.
No, I didn't like it.
No.
No, I
To
don't
be
like
honest,
Did you like
I'm gonna
it?
And it's
be
not-
real. I didn't watch
Did
it.
you like it? You didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it,
No.
but I'm just
it.
basing
It looks like
it off of your
Should you watch it
reaction.
now and we can get a live
it
reaction?
has a
I'll watch it after. I'll watch it after.
Okay.
it has a plot, but it's nowhere near the original Space Jam.
The plot's
And the
stupid.
plot is just stupid. It's beyond stupid.
They should have gotten Bronny James to play his son.
Oh my.
That would have been hilarious. That would have been
Oh,
so
that's
funny.
That would have made
And
sense.
and you know what? In the end, if it turns out that the whole time, it's not real and it's just one of Bronny's Twitch streams.
That's funny.
That's a perfect movie. Should have done that.
That'd be hilarious.
I don't know who makes Space Jam. I don't know what company does that or producer studio, but they gotta hire me. Get me on this Space Jam 3. But it won't be LeBron James. It'll be like Dwayne Wade and
Julius Randle?
Zaya.
Oh.
Zaya Wade.
Zaya Wade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
More Nets news is that LaMarcus Aldridge. I know this is old news, but he's
We're old people.
he signed with the Wilton signed, got traded.
I
Wait.
thought he signed.
Oh
He
no,
signed.
he did sign.
He signed.
I'm sorry, he did sign with the Nets. He's gonna be coming off the bench, but solid player to be coming off the bench for sure.
Mm-hmm. Add some depth to that team after they traded it all away.
Not wrong. Not not wrong at all. And the Pelicans are giving Isaiah Thomas another chance. This is now like his 10th chance in like the last 4 years because he's been down bad.
Yeah.
So there's that. I know this is super duper old news, but we haven't done a podcast in 9 days. But Andre Drummond is now officially a Laker, and he played his first couple games, and that's big. He's now officially. I'm assuming they're gonna start him. I really haven't been paying attention to the Lakers since LeBron got hurt. Not gonna be completely honest, but
Fair.
I'm assuming he's gonna be starting. And I think that's all the main stuff for the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And
Yeah.
obviously, we're gonna end it off.
Pretty boring NBA trade deadline, if I'm being honest.
No,
Aaron Gordon
no-
went to Denver.
No,
I mean,
it
come
wasn't
on,
boring
let's
at
talk-
all. It's just,
It was pretty boring. I mean, you had talks of Bradley Beal getting traded. That didn't
that
happen.
was just.
You
that
had
was
talks
just,
of
nah.
Kyle Lowry,
Well,
all the
you-
Kyle
but, like,
Lowry
it-
Toronto hype posts and nothing. He didn't go anywhere.
I know,
it was
but
boring.
I saw
it was
something
boring.
where this is the trade deadline where the most trades have happened. I
No
think
one cares. Yeah, it doesn't matter if
I'm
it's the
pretty sure
most
14
trades. I know
trades happened on trade deadline day.
no one cares about these scrubs getting traded. They want to see Bradley Beal
Yeah,
get
I'd say
traded.
like more than 75% of them were.
They
like,
were scrubs.
Like
They
the
were
only good ones
scrubs.
were Aldridge, Drummond, and.
Knicks fans thought they were getting Bradley Beal. They
Who was
didn't.
that?
I
They got
think
they
I was
got
getting.
they got some
Bradley Beal.
bum. They got some bench bum. He's not. It was boring. Boring for every team.
Yeah,
no
we
one
traded
was
Ignis.
excited.
R.I.P. Iggy.
Yeah, no one was excited about that trade deadline after it. It was a snooze fest, just like the dunk contest. Snooze fest.
Well, I
Okay.
honestly didn't
Boring.
watch that. I didn't watch that at all. Not gonna lie.
That's why I don't talk about the NBA unless like, how? Why am I talking about the NBA? LeBron's hurt. I got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. And the last topic of the day is that the Seattle Seahawks re-signed Tyler Lockett, which I like a lot because I like him.
Did they?
Yep.
I missed
Yeah,
that.
it's a good
It
signing.
was 4
4-year
years,
deal, I think.
69.2, which I forgot the math, but it's a solid contract. It's like 17 something. Here, I'll do the math quickly right now while we're here. Divide by 4, 17.3 a year. That's a solid
17.
contract.
Yeah.
I like it, and Tyler Lockett's he's a good receiver out there. He's got speed.
Good for my fantasy
He also
team.
catches these impossible.
Oh, also another thing. 17 game season got approved.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And season just got bigger.
Yep, bigger and better. But some players don't like it. I know one player. Who was it? I think it was Alvin Kamara. He does not
Yep,
like the 17
it
game
was
season
him.
at all.
Risks of
He's not a
injury.
fan.
What if you get injured in that 17th game and then your team's a playoff team and you don't get to play in the playoffs?
I'm
I
pretty sure- I'm
understand.
pretty sure that was his argument. Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that's what it is.
because the Saints are pretty much a playoff team for the most part.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe without Drew Brees, who knows?
I mean,
But
they're not winning the division anymore, so
who is? Who's winning that division?
The
Who's
Bucks.
in
Yeah,
that
with
division?
Tom Brady.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The Bucks.
That's right.
Tom Brady in town.
I don't know how the Bucks didn't win it this year.
No
did they?
division is.
well, that's true, but
Oh,
they
they got the
also
wild
got
card.
acclimated to that entire new team because like half that team
Yeah.
is new. And
Yeah, I
rookies.
guess so. That's true.
Final,
This
absolute
year-
last. I'm sorry, Nico.
Yeah, I was gonna say next year the Bucks are keeping all their players that they won their Super Bowl with.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
they literally
same
kept everyone.
team.
Did they re-sign Antonio
did.
Brown and Leonard Fournette?
They re-signed Fournette. Nothing about Antonio Brown yet.
Okay.
Last and final topic of the day is that for the NFL draft, I'm pretty sure they're going to have 100% capacity. So all the players that are
Oh.
expected to be drafted on the first night are able to go into the green room and get their number 1 jersey for the first
And Trevor
round.
Lawrence is not attending. He doesn't want to be
He's
there.
not gonna be there.
Oh, I didn't even know
Why
that.
would he? Why would he want to be there?
He's not
He
gonna.
doesn't
He's
wanna-
not going.
He doesn't
He's
want to
saying-
look at himself in
Clemson.
that Jaguars jersey.
I didn't even know that.
Why would he want to be there? I wouldn't want to be there. It's an embarrassment. Should be wearing a New York Jets jersey.
Yeah, I
Speaking of the New York Jets,
like that mentality.
they have committed, it seems, to Zach Wilson. They have talked to his family.
I'm sorry, but breaking news: Gonzaga just won on a buzzer beater.
Oh,
Gonzaga won on a buzzer beater.
It was a buzzer beater from almost half court. That was insane. I'm
Damn.
sorry, but like that was insane.
that sucks.
UCLA just
My
tied the game
bracket-
with 3.3 seconds left, and they
Wow.
won on a buzzer beater that banked off the backboard.
That sucks.
My
my-
bracket that looks terrible is
these
my
guys-
championship picks.
These
on
guys
the
are
line.
celebrating their brackets, and I had Illinois to win it all, so I don't care about my bracket.
Yeah, Illinois got knocked out a week and a half ago. 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
I know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyways, according to ESPN analyst Steve Young, the Jets have committed to Zach Wilson, and they have recruited Zach Wilson's family. And he says, and I quote, "I just don't know how that gets undone, but look, a lot can happen." I mean, I think that pretty much settles it.
Yeah.
And
that
I also
does.
think that settles the fact
Zach
that,
Wilson's gonna
I
be
don't
a New
think-
York Jet.
and I don't think Sam Darnold is going to be in New York yet. I'm sure they'll trade him somewhere for a 4th-round pick or something.
Then he'll burst onto the scene.
What a pick! What I was seeing was a little like potential what could happen. They trade him to the Bears, so they get a Bears like 3rd or 4th-round pick next year, and then obviously the Bears get Sam Darnold, and they also trade picks. So the Jets get their 20th overall pick, I think it is.
23rd.
They have the 23rd.
23rd.
Who, the Jets or the Bears?
The Jets.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the Bears have the 20th. So the Jets get their 20th, and the Bears get the 23rd.
Yeah.
That's an offer I was
That's
seeing, just speculation. I think that's a good one. I think that's the most you're going to get for
That's a
Sam
good one.
Darnold, if I'm being honest. And I think they totally missed the boat when it came to if they wanted to keep Sam Darnold, they totally missed the boat after that 49ers Dolphins trade, which by the way we haven't talked about. They traded what did they trade? They went up to the
The
they were
Dolphins
at the
traded the
12th.
third overall pick.
Yeah. So the Niners were at the 12th and they went to the 3rd. Don't remember, Damian. Do you know what they gave up? The Niners.
I can
They
look
gave
right
up that
now.
12th.
I'm gonna look
All
right
right, so
now.
they gave up that 12th. But before I talk about what they gave up, I'll talk about why they gave it up. They gave it up because Jimmy Garoppolo is not the guy. He's not the guy. You know whose guy he is? He's the Patriots guy. Because Cam Newton isn't the Patriots guy. There's no way the Patriots are building that team for Cam Newton. Sorry, they're just not. Cam Newton's terrible. They're not building that team for Cam. That's an all-star team. No way Cam Newton is the guy that Bill Belichick wants to roll into the first day of the season with.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what the Dolphins gave up, the third overall. What the Niners? Wait, what? Okay, wait, yeah. So what the Dolphins
What the
gave their
Niners
number
gave
3
up.
pick up from was the 12th pick for this year, a first-round pick in the 2022 and 2023 draft, and a third-round pick in this year's draft. And then the Dolphins went up to the 6th pick, in exchange for a 5th round, a 6th round, and a 2022 first round.
Yeah. I mean, since it seems like the Jets and the Jaguars have pretty much shown their hand to the rest of the table with Trevor Lawrence, obviously, and Zach Wilson, who are the Niners going to take? Are they going to take Justin Fields or are they going to take Mac Jones?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Damien?
That's a good question.
All right, I don't know where Damien's at, but I'm thinking Mac Jones.
You think Mac? I can
Wait,
see
for what?
because
Yeah, Damian.
Justin Fields is just like a pure pocket passer.
I was
It looks
asking-
like he looks like he can't
yeah.
scramble out of the pocket.
Since the Jets and the Jags have shown their hands to everyone else that they're going to be taking Lawrence and Zach Wilson, who are the Niners taking? Justin Fields or Mac Jones?
I like Justin Fields.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there was talk of him. There was talk after that championship game.
Well, I mean,
against
the
Clemson
49ers
of him
already
going
said-
first overall.
The 49ers already said that they're not trading Garoppolo. That's a fact. They already said
No,
that.
I know they said that, but I think they're gonna.
I don't know.
Gonna.
They're not
Why
trading
keep
them
him?
before. They're not trading
Why
them before the
keep him?
season starts. That's happened. That's
Yes,
not
he is.
happening.
Yes, they are. They totally are.
Oh, so yeah,
They definitely are. What would be the point? Why keep him? If you're getting Mac Jones or Justin Fields, what's the point? Get rid of him. Get something out of him before, just in case he does do bad this season. Just get rid of him. And especially if you're gonna take a quarterback in this draft, there's no point. Don't waste talent. Especially when you can get something back for it after trading those first-round picks. Basically, make it seem like you didn't trade those first-round picks. Get a quarterback that could potentially be better than Jimmy, and just make it seem like that trade didn't happen. Try and get your first-round picks back. I'm not saying that's what they're gonna get, but they could get one. They could maybe get one first-rounder.
I guess. Yeah, I can. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I don't know though. I really don't.
All right. I think we've covered everything today, or well, what happened the last week since
Yeah.
we haven't done a podcast in a while. But okay. Since it is March Madness and the final is on Monday, what are our predictions? Baylor versus Gonzaga.
Baylor.
You got Baylor?
I got Baylor.
Niko, what about you?
Gonzaga gets it done.
I also think Gonzaga gets it done.
Yeah,
They're just too dominant.
I'm sorry. There's no way if it was that dominant, they went to overtime and won on a buzzer beater against an 11 seed.
No, I understand that, but I feel like they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
dominate
my
the
ass.
game. Okay, whatever.
don't
You're
think
just
so.
a hater. Thank
I
you
am a
guys
hater.
for listening to the
Wait,
7th
wait, hold on.
episode.
I have one more point I want to bring up. Sorry.
Okay, quickly.
All right. Do you think that the Niners and the Jets might make a trade so that the Niners can get Zach Wilson?
They better
They might
not.
trade.
I
They might swap
honestly-
picks and then
I don't know.
they might swap picks and then what do you think? Throwing
You'll have to
Jimmy
talk to me in
Garoppolo,
2 to
go
3
to the
weeks.
Jimmy
like, right before the
Garoppolo
draft and
goes
see.
to the Jimmy G goes to the Jets and then they get like a running back or something
No,
in the
because the
draft.
Jets haven't
Jets.
done anything quarterback related, honestly, besides talking to Zach Wilson. That's all they've done so far.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, thank you guys.
Except for the early Deshaun talks.
Okay, but that's over.
That's
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you guys for listening to the 7th episode of the Home Field Podcast. If you guys want us to talk about any certain topics or certain teams, leave your suggestions down in the comments. We will read them and we will talk about them, whatever you want us to talk about. All 3 of our socials will be in the description, our Twitters and Twitches. And when do we think we'll release another podcast? When are we
Tomorrow's
thinking?
Easter.
Monday's...
say- Shoot for Monday. Sorry, Monday is Mets opening day. You will not
Okay.
be hearing from
Tuesday
me.
we can't.
I'd say Tuesday. No,
No, Tuesday we
we can't do Tuesday.
can't do Tuesday.
Okay, we can't do Tuesday. Wednesday seems like a good day to shoot for. I'd say.
Okay, I'm down with Wednesday.
I got work Wednesday night, but I can always do it after. That's no big deal to me.
Okay.
I think Wednesday night is a good time to shoot for.
Yeah, Wednesday or Thursday, because I also work Thursday, but I still don't care. So Wednesday or
Yeah.
Thursday. Expect
All
the
right, Wednesday or
podcast.
Thursday. It won't be 10 days or so. Don't worry.
Yep, we promise no more.
We'll
10
get back to
days anymore.
consistency.
Uh,
It's been a very
been a-
hectic
It
week.
was a very hectic week. You're not wrong. Niko, also thank you for joining us on the podcast. Great
Yeah,
having you.
absolutely.
No
Great
problem.
having
Thank you for having
you. We'll
me.
definitely,
We definitely
we'll
want
get you back on here.
Absolutely.
Thank you. It was fun. This one was fun. It was a good one.
Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one. See ya.
Peace out.
See you guys.